The Fourier series formula is f of x is equal to a0 by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx plus bn sin nx. So here a0, an, bn are the constants. Let us see how to find a0, an, bn. These are the Fourier constants. So a0 is equal to 1 divided by pi. இந்த ஃபோரியர் சீரிஸ் எழுதிட்டு ஃபோரியர் சீரிஸ் கொண்டு போய் சப்மிட் பண்ணும்போது ஒருத்தர் ஏத்துக்கல. இதெல்லாம் ஒரு ப்ராப்ளமா அப்படின்னு துரத்தி விட்டாங்க அவரை. பல தடவை ஃபெயிலியர். இதெல்லாம் ஏத்துக்கவே முடியாது, இந்த கணக்கெல்லாம் யார் போடுவா, இந்த இது கணக்கு மாதிரியே தெரியலன்னு சொல்லி துரத்தி பல தடவை போனார். இது வெட்டி விட்டாங்க. திரும்ப கொஞ்ச நாளைக்கு அப்புறம் நிறைய பேர் படிச்சு நல்லா இருக்கு, இது கான்செப்ட் நல்லா இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்குன்னு சில பேர் ஏத்துக்கிட்டாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் நமக்கெல்லாம் பாடம் ஆனிச்சு. அது பெரிய இம்பேக்ட். அதாவது எலக்ட்ரானிக்ஸ் சைடு, கம்யூனிகேஷன் சைடு, எல்லா சைடும் இது ரொம்ப யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். அப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ் நிறைய இருக்கு. அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் தெரிஞ்சது. ஸோ f of x is equal to a0 by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx plus bn sin nx. a0 is equal to 1 divided by pi integral over c to c plus 2 pi f of x dx. An is equal to 1 divided by pi integral over c to c plus 2 pi f of x cos nx dx. Bn is equal to 1 divided by pi integral over the limit 0 to 2 pi f of x sin nx dx. So here the formula is very important. So next, the even function as well as odd function. When we can see the given function is even, the given function is odd, if the limit is minus pi to plus pi. If the limit is minus a2 plus a, minus 3 2 plus 3, minus 2 2 plus 2, in this way only we can find the given function is even or odd. So even function means if f of minus x is equal to plus f of x, f of minus x is equal to plus f of x, this is even function. Odd function means f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. Both sides are minus, that is odd function. One side is minus, another side is plus, that will be even function. So f of minus x is equal to plus f of x is even function. F of minus x is equal to minus f of x is odd function. So this is very important, okay? So f of minus x is equal to plus f of x is even function. F of minus x is equal to minus f of x is odd function. So let us see some examples for the even as well as odd function. What I said now, odd function is f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So let us see one example. F of x is equal to x cos x. We have to prove it. Is it even or odd? So for x you have to apply negative sign, that minus x. So where is x, you have to apply minus x. For x you have to replace minus x. So f of minus x, left hand side is, which is equal to right hand side is minus x cos of minus x. So minus x, what is the cos of minus theta? Always cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. That is even function. So minus x cos of minus x. Cos of minus x can be written as cos x. So minus x cos x. So minus, what is x cos x? That is given in the, okay, subdivision 1. F of x is equal to x cos x. So for x cos x, you can write f of x. So left hand side is f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. F of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So it is an odd function because of both sides are negative sign. So f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. It is odd function. So this is one of the example. Another example, f of x is equal to x sin x. So you have to take f of minus x. So left hand side I have taken as f of minus x, which is equal to, for example, minus sin x. Only cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. It is an even function. 1 by cos minus theta is equal to 1 by cos theta. 1 by cos theta you know very well, secant theta. So cos theta, secant theta will be even function. All other functions are odd function. So sin, tan, right, cosecant, these are cot, these are odd function. So only cos theta is the even function in the trigonometry. So x is odd function, x square is even function, x cube is odd function, x power 4 is the even function. So f of minus x is equal to minus x sine of minus x. So minus x sine of minus x can be written as minus sine x. So minus minus, if you multiply it will be plus. So x sine x. So what is x sine x? X sine x is given in the problem, f of x is equal to x sine x. So x sine x can be written as f of x. So f of minus x is equal to plus f of x. So therefore it is an even function. It is an even function means, okay, one more example let us see. F of x is equal to x square. So f of minus x is equal to minus x whole square. For x you have to apply minus. So minus x whole square is equal to plus x square, which is equal to f of x. This is an even function. So if the function is an even function, then already we have studied the formula, that is a full range Fourier series formula. F of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos nx plus b n sin nx, where a naught is equal to 1 divided by 5 pi integral over the limit 0 to 2 pi or minus c to c plus 2 pi f of x dx. A n is equal to 1 divided by pi integral over c to c plus 2 pi f of x cos nx dx. Bn is equal to 1 divided by pi integral over c to c plus 2 pi f of x sin nx dx. So these are called as full range Fourier series. Okay, so here if the function is even or odd, even function means bn will be 0. In this Fourier series, full range Fourier series, bn value will be 0. So what about the bn value will be 0? What about the remaining part? F of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos nx. So f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity. Are a naught a n. Why? Because bn is equal to 0 when if it is an even function. So a naught is equal to 2 divided by pi, not 1 by pi, 2 divided by pi, because the limit will be given minus pi to plus pi. So minus pi to plus pi we cannot take as it is. So we have to change to a naught is equal to 2 divided by pi integral over the limit 0 to pi f of x dx. An is equal to 2 divided by pi integral over the limit 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx. So these are the formulas for the even function. Bn is equal to 0, f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos nx, where a naught is equal to 2 divided by pi integral over 0 limit 0 to pi f of x dx. An is equal to 2 divided by pi integral over the limit 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx. This is the for the even function. Next, let us see the odd function. F of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So equation number 1 becomes, for example, I'll tell one example. Already we have seen, we have studied the example. Even though again I'll tell you, f of x is equal to x. Already I told you x, x cube, x power 5, x power 7. These are called as odd function. So f of x is equal to x. F of minus x is equal to minus x. So minus f of x. This is an odd function. If a function is an odd function, directly we can write a naught an is equal to 0, because in full range of Fourier series there will be a naught an bn. So 3 Fourier constants. Here 2 Fourier constants will be 0. So only you have to find only one constant bn. So f of x is equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin nx. What is bn? Bn is equal to 2 divided by pi integral over 0 to pi f of x sin nx dx. So if if a problem is given, if it is odd function, it will be very easy to solve, because a naught an value will be 0. Only you have to find bn value. In the even function, you have to find a naught value as well as an value, because in even function bn only 0, but in odd function a naught an will be 0. Okay, so let us see one example. But when we can use this one? If the limit is minus pi to plus pi, or else we cannot use. If the limit is minus pi to plus pi, find the Fourier series for f of x is equal to x in the interval minus pi to plus pi. Find the Fourier series for f of x is equal to x in the interval minus pi to plus pi. So let us see how to solve. F of x is equal to x in the interval minus pi to plus pi. So given f of x is equal to x, f of minus x is equal to minus x. First let us see the given function is odd or even. Directly you can tell f of x is equal to x. The interval is minus pi to plus pi. So we can easily, trivially, we can easily tell the given function is odd function, because x is given, x cube is given separately. Now we can easily tell the given function is odd function. Odd function means a naught an will be 0. So a naught is equal to an is equal to 0, because odd function. So the Fourier series small f of x is equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin nx. So here you have to find the value of bn. So bn is equal to 2 divided by pi integral over the limit 0 to pi f of x sin nx dx. So which is equal to 2 divided by pi integral over the limit 0 to pi x sin nx dx. X sin nx dx. So here, if there is only one term, we can easily, we know how to solve, how to find the value of single integration. If there is x into dx, we know how to integrate it, x square by 2. But here is two terms, x into sin nx. So we have to use the Bernoulli's formula to solve this type of problems. So integral, the Bernoulli's formula is the integral uv dx, which is equal to u v1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 minus u triple dash v4 plus etc. So integral uv dx is equal to u v1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3, so etc. What is the u here? You compare with the, already we have written integral 0 to pi x into sin nx dx. Here the Bernoulli's formula is integral uv dx. When you compare these two, you know what is u, what is v. So u is equal to x, v is equal to sine nx. So u is equal to x, v is equal to sine nx. So u dash, u double dash, u triple dash, these are all differentiation. V1, V2, V3, V4, these are all integrations. So therefore, u is equal to x, v is equal to sine nx. When u is equal to x, what is u dash? Differentiation. One time if you are differentiating x, you will get 1. Again, if you are differentiating 1 with respect to x, you will get 0. So u dash is equal to 1, u double dash is equal to 0. So v is equal to sine nx. v1 is equal to sine nx, you have to integrate. So if you are integrating sine nx, you will get minus cos nx divided by n. Because sine theta, if you are differentiating minus cos theta, sine sine ax dx, integral sine ax dx is equal to minus cos ax divided by a. Here sine nx, if you are integrating one time, minus cos nx divided by n. So v2, again you have to integrate v1. v1 if you are integrating minus cos nx divided by n, you have to integrate one time. So minus 1 by n integral cos nx dx. Cos nx dx, if you are integrating, you will get sin nx divided by n. Already there is minus 1 by n into sin nx by n. This will be minus sin nx by n square. This is v2. So v1 is equal to minus cos nx by n. v2 is equal to minus sin nx by n square. So now we can apply in the Bernoulli's formula. So 2 divided by pi u v1 minus x cos nx by n minus u dash 1 v2 minus sin nx by n square, u double dash, that is 0. U dash is 1, u double dash is 0, means 0 into anything will be 0. So we won't write it. Okay. So limit is 0 to pi. So 2 divided by pi, for x you have to apply the upper limit as well as the lower limit. First we have to apply the upper limit. So 2 divided by pi minus x cos nx by n plus sin nx by n square. The limit is 0 to pi. So 2 divided by pi, for x you have to apply pi. So minus pi cos n pi divided by n plus sin n pi divided by n square minus, for x you have to apply the lower limit 0. 0 cos 0 divided by n plus sin 0 divided by n square. So second term sin n pi 0, because we know the formula sin n pi 0 cos n pi minus 1 power n cos 0 1 sin 0 0. So these are all the formulas you have to apply here. So second term will be 0, third term will be 0, fourth term will be 0. So only you will get first term. So 2 divided by pi minus pi cos n pi is minus 1 power n divided by n. So pi cancel, minus 2 into minus 1 power n divided by n. So bn is equal to minus 2 into minus 1 power n divided by n. So therefore f of x is equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity minus 2 divided by n minus 1 power n sin nx. This is the answer for this Fourier series. So obtain cosine series. This means already explain you the even function, odd function. That is very important. The even function in another name is the cosine series. Even function, another name is cosine series. Because even function is having only The Fourier series f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos nx. There is no sin nx. So that's why this will be called as half range cosine series or cosine series. You understand? Half range cosine series or cosine series or even function, because it has only cosine cos nx. That's why this obtain sine series means odd function. In odd function, n at an will be 0. So Fourier series is summation n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin nx. bn sin nx. So it has only sin nx. That's why we are calling it as a sine series or half range sine series. So half range cosine series, half range sine series. Half range cosine series means even function. Half range sine series means odd function. You understand? So here obtain cosine series for f of x is equal to x in the interval 0 comma pi or 0 to pi. So lower limit 0, upper limit pi. Cosine series means f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos nx. So a naught is equal to 2 divided by pi integral over the limit 0 to pi f of x dx, which is equal to 2 divided by pi integral over the limit 0 to pi x into dx. So x, if you are integrating x square by 2, so 2 divided by pi x square by 2, the limit is 0 to pi. So 2 divided by pi square divided by 2. So 2 cancel, pi square divided by pi will be pi. So a naught is equal to pi. An is equal to 2 divided by pi integral over the limit 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx. F of x is given in the problem x. So 2 divided by pi x into cos nx dx. Again you have to use the Bernoulli's formula. What is the Bernoulli's formula? If there are two terms, we can use the Bernoulli's formula. If there are three terms also, we can use the Bernoulli's formula. Three terms will be reduced to two terms. So integral uv dx is equal to uv1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3. U is equal to x. U dash is equal to one time differentiation with respect to x means you will get to 1. Two times if you are differentiating with respect to x means it will be 0. So v is equal to cos nx. v1 is equal to sin nx by n. Cos nx if you are integrating sin nx by n. Sin nx by n if you are integrating minus cos nx by n square. Apply in the Bernoulli's formula. 2 divided by pi x sin nx by n plus cos nx by n square. The limit is 0 to pi. First you have to apply the upper limit minus lower limit. So 2 divided by pi sin n pi plus cos n pi divided by n square minus of 0 sin 0 by n plus cos 0 by n square. Okay. So sin n pi 0, first term will become 0, third term will become 0, second term will become minus 1 power n. So 2 divided by pi minus 1 power n divided by n square minus 1 by n square. So an is equal to 2 divided by pi n square minus 1 power n minus 1. If n is even, 0. If n is odd, minus 4 divided by pi n square. That is the an value. Okay.